Hi guys, this is Subhash Yadav. Welcome to my YouTube channel SJFC. So last week we saw Chelsea lose out to Everton. So in this video we will be learning the 5 things which we learned from Chelsea's defeat to Everton. To the people who are viewing this video right now, please subscribe to my channel. It helps me a lot. Please like and share this video because this is a new channel and I need all the love and support I need from its viewers. Please subscribe to my channel now and I hope you enjoy the video. Point number 1, lack of intent among players. Like whenever an opposing team scores a goal, our players drop their shoulders. It looks like they don't have any intent or they don't have that desire to go and get that victory. Same thing happened in the Everton's game also. During the Everton's game, when they scored that second goal, it looked like some players had already given up on the game itself. They didn't look like they will go out and put those extra attacking balls, put those extra passes and try to score a goal at least. At least instead of losing 2-0, we could they could have tried to at least score a goal which could have added some momentum, so which could have got us the second goal and all. But scoring a first goal only, scoring a single goal in that game was a very much distant idea for us because we were so bad in that game because mainly the players lacked intent. After the first goal has been scored, it looked like many of our even senior players were nervous and they didn't have that kind of ideas to go ahead and score a goal. So maybe this team need before any transfers or before getting those huge players or before getting those experienced players as there have been talks around the club, we need a lack of intent. We need a boost of intent or a boost of passion in this group. Point number 2, no proper tactical vision or strategy. Sometimes it looks like coach is just a fan who is watching the game from the stands. uh, Whatever we see on the pitch, it looks like whenever we go through a defeat or a victory, it looks like Poch isn't working on that. Like if we are losing our previous game, we are not working on those faults or on those things which gave us that defeat. But instead, it looks like he has been working on a different tangent itself because he is doing the same things. He is doing the same boring things which have been very bad for Chelsea, like playing Colville at left back when he isn't suitable for left back. Now when Reece James has been injured for a long time, so now it's sure that Cucurella will play at right back and Colville at left back because even Malo Gusto is also not fit. So I think that instead of playing Colville at left back, we could play Disasi at right back because as we had seen that Disasi during his Monaco days, he is equally comfortable in the right back position. So he could play there and Cucurella could come back at the left back position and Colville could take the centre back spot along with Badiashile because I think this combination could work. And in the upfront, in the attack, I think that uh, though Nicholas Jackson is very bad at finishing, but one thing he is good at is link up play. And a player whose link up play uh, needs to be good is a support striker or a second striker. So why don't we play a second striker formation? Why don't we play both Broha and Nicholas Jackson in the same starting lineup? Why can't we play that DW guy in front and behind? We could play Nicholas Jackson if Armando Broha is not fit. We could. What I want is instead of just throwing out the towel, if we could go out and try those new things, at least be adventurous. If you are losing, be adventurous. Try something new and lose. It's the same thing. Like teams have already figured us out. Like what will be, I'll bet even they'll have figured out our formations also because even after so many losses, we haven't changed yet. We are doing the same things. We are doing the same mistakes. When Chilwell was fit, we were playing him at left wing and Colwitt at left back. So I don't think that repeating the same things will uh, give that adventurous boost this team needs. So maybe we should try out new ideas. We should bring out players. We should, if a team is doing well, at least play those players in their comfortable positions, and then we can see what they'll do. Point number 3, Poch out of ideas. This point is also very similar to my second point, but it's clearly looking that Poch is out of ideas itself. Like there is no change in formation, there is no change in personnel. If a player is not playing, like if he is not performing to that level, Poch isn't putting that much effort to bring that good out of a player. Obviously, Poch is been known as a as a manager who brings the best out of his young players. But what we are seeing in this Chelsea lineup is Poch is unable to do that also. Maybe Poch looks like he has gone blank, or maybe in his head it's like this season it has been already written off, so he isn't putting that much effort. We have seen that every time whenever Sanchez gets the ball, he isn't that comfortable on the ball, but still he acts like he's a midfielder or he is a Neuer type of a goalkeeper. So maybe those kinds of a mistake that could be rectified only in training, and that can only be rectified when the manager asks that player to do so. So maybe Poch isn't that strict enough, or isn't that what can I say, isn't that brave enough to go ahead and stamp that authority or get those new ideas in the player's head. Point number four, lack of leadership. In my previous video also I had said this, and in this video also I am saying this. Lack of leadership is a big issue in this Chelsea team, as we seen in the Everton game. Whenever and also in the Man United game, when opposing team scores a goal, our players shoulders drop, they get nervous, they don't know what to do next. It looks like they just pray to the gods, like when the next opportunity comes and they can make good use of it. So I don't think that this team needs any more players, or any more like as the talks are going that this team needs a striker, center midfielder, and a defender. True, it is also true, but most importantly, we need a captain, a player who shouts at his players, who shouts a captain who shouts at his teammates, who gives instructions, who can uh, set the field, who can give proper tactical advices to his teammates. Just like we have uh, during the early days, during my early fanhood days, I used to watch a lot of Terry, and he used to manage that backline. He used to manage that team itself. He was like a second manager, but while playing. So if we get a captaincy material, if we get a captain who is of that stature, or at least a 20% of that, then this team will do good, I think. And now after the Reece James injury, it's again back to either Enzo or Gallagher or even Colwell. We have had Colwell as captain. Seriously, Colwell is just 21 years old, and how does it look if a 21-year-old gives commands to someone of Silva's level? It is disrespecting on the part of Silva also. Despite, even I have heard some rumors in Twitter and all, like the some members of the team feel like Pochettino is disrespecting Silva by not giving him the armband. So what, he's leaving the club this summer, but we have to give that captaincy, we have to give that responsibility to a player who has been such a good servant of this club. And this team cries for a captain more than any players right now. Point number five, more transfers aren't the key. We have been linked with strikers, midfielders, and defenders in this January transfer window. And out of those strikers, there are two strikers whose names I have not heard of it. Rooney Bardghji and Victor Gyökeres. Again, the same thing is going to happen if we are going in the January transfer window for players. Like we will go for some unproven, unfinished players, despite our team crying for experienced campaigners. So I think Pochettino, before investing in the squad, he needs to motivate those players. As a manager, his job is of to motivate the players to get the best out of players. Then if the players are not matching his levels or not getting what he is conveying, then he can go ahead and get new players from other teams. But directly going out and buying players from the other teams while the same type of players are lying in your team, I don't think it's a good idea. And recently we have spent 1 billion on player sales and sorry, on player purchases, and again we are going to splash the cash on buying new players. It is disrespecting not only to the club, to the fans, but also to those our scout department. Like, what are they doing? Like, bringing players who aren't even going to last at the club after 6 months. So this is a, I don't think uh, transfers are the key as of now. We should groom these players. Pochettino should find new ways to motivate and get that desire out of these players so that they could start performing again. And even if they still don't perform, then we should go for replacing them. So these were my 5 points. So these were my 5 things we learned from the Everton versus Chelsea game. So please tell me in comment section how did you like this video. If you are a football fan, if you are a Chelsea fan, I'll be bringing more such content on football and Chelsea. So please subscribe to my channel, like and share this video if you like it. This is Subhash Yadav signing off.